Hello, I'm Mary and welcome back to another how-to. Today we're going to learn how to make our own DIY essential oil bath bombs. So if you want to learn how to make a bath bomb yourself, then stay tuned. Alright, so in order to make this bath bomb at home, you're going to need a couple of key ingredients. The first is baking soda. You'll also need citric acid, arrowroot powder, some lavender essential oil, some coconut oil, some dried lavender or sage, a mold so that you can mold your bath bomb, a 1 tablespoon measuring spoon, and a 1/2 teaspoon measuring spoon. You'll also need a measuring cup if you want to measure out your ingredients, and some saran wrap so that you can store them. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take a cup of baking soda and put it in a glass bowl. Then we're gonna put a 1/2 cup of citric acid into the bowl. All right, and a 1/2 cup of arrowroot powder into the bowl. All right, from there you're going to add about 3 tablespoons of coconut oil. And I also I have like a little stick. You could use a spoon just so that if it sticks, you can take it out. And really, the coconut oil, it just depends. I find that 3 tablespoons works with this recipe, but sometimes you gotta add a little bit more to get the consistency that you'd like. And it gets quite messy. And then you'll go ahead and you'll put 15 to 20 drops of lavender oil. Like I said, you can do it with other essential oils. I just happen to have lavender and I like lavender, so I'm going to use it. All right, screw the top, and then this is the messy part. So you're gonna kind of mold it with your hands. Mix it really well, and what you're looking for is kind of a consistency of dried sand. And this is when you're gonna know if you need to put a little bit more coconut oil in the mixture or not. It looks like I may need just a little bit more in order to get the right consistency. So mash it around with your hands. And you want it to be moldable, just like if you were making a sand castle. You want it to be a bit damp and easily moldable, because if not, then your bath bomb is going to fall apart. Okay, so this is the consistency that you want in order to make your bath bomb. Looks kind of like wet sand, and it's easily moldable. This is what you want, and if you have to try it out a couple of times just to get the right, or add a little bit more coconut oil, then do so. All right, so once your consistency is right, you're going to want to sprinkle in some natural herbs. I'm going to use a little bit of sage and a little bit of dried lavender. So this is actually sage that I collected from our library garden over at Durr, and I put it in the oven for a little while to let it dry out. So I'm going to sprinkle that. Usually about a 1/2 teaspoon will do. And I'm also going to sprinkle in some dried lavender. Same, I have my 1/2 teaspoon. And then you're gonna go back to working this in with your hands. And like I said, it feels kind of like sand, so. And the herbs not only add to like the aroma of your bath bombs, but it also kind of gives like a very nice little aesthetic to it. I've also seen people use natural herb tea bags, herbal tea bags, and sprinkle those into their bath bomb mix, and it seems to work really well. So keep working it in your hand, just get it all mixed really well, and then we'll be on to the next step. All right, so here is an up-close shot of the bath bomb mixture with the added herbs in the mix. As you can see, it's really pretty. It looks natural, it looks nice. So it's a good little aesthetic to add to it, and of course it smells really great. All right, so once you have your mixture together, you're going to take one of your molds and you're gonna take another half teaspoon of the dried lavender, and you're gonna put it at the very end of the mold. And from there, you're gonna fill up your mold with your mixture. Make sure you set it in really good. Use your sandcastle making skills, and it'll turn out really nice. So I do one. You want it to overflow a little bit so that when you put them together, you can pack it in really tight. All right, now we're gonna do the other side. And really, there's no telling how many bath bombs it will make. It's really just dependent on the size of the mold that you got. These molds are actually rather big, so the mixture doesn't make so many of them. All right, then you take it and you push it together so that all the excess comes out. Let it sit just for a second. And it's really nice to use the saran wrap to store them. You can store it different ways if you want. This is just an easy way to do it. You can just wrap it right in there, and it also kind of helps to keep all of the mixture together while it hardens up a little bit. So just a small piece of saran wrap will do. And you'll test it. You pull it out. And I don't know if you can see it, but here's your nice bath bomb. And of course, I'll give you a close-up image of it as well. So from there, of course, you're gonna take it, you can wrap it up for storage and keep it safe until you're ready to use it. So there you have it. That's how you make your own DIY essential oil bath bomb. All right, so I just wanted to provide you with a close-up of the final finished product. So here it is, pretty neat. All right, well, that's it for today. Thank you for joining in on this how-to. I hope you enjoyed it. See you soon.